Rebellion Zion. Let's just quickly jump to the Land of Dawn.
Ooh, early on, we see RRQ on this roaming blue. We've seen it only once, I believe, at least the one I can remember, and it's always been a very annoying presence, usually in the XP lane, but in the roaming position. He just goes all around the place. Vin has been forced to flicker quite early right here, and in the wave clear department, for once, the Farsa is not winning, so the level 2 roam is going to be in the hands of Rebellion first.
Very underrated pick, right? The Julian. In ranked, it's very popular, but here in the MPL, we haven't really seen it that much. And right now, Rebellion with the Julian. Honestly, mid-control is pretty good for the Julian. By the way, go and support our national team, ladies and gentlemen. We've already selected the roster that will represent Indonesia for the national team in SEA Games 2023. It's Sycots, Vin, Albert, Brands, Dreams, Sans, and Keyboy.
Oh, nasty, nasty players here for Indonesia. Man, sorry for the grunt there, but it's Yal's passion.
Look at Cars though, he was actually freezing the lane, trying to deny Lemon as much as possible, especially because he does have a lot more to say in the early game, especially with Vincent just hovering around. The bottom side though, the RRQ are trying to go for something aggressive, but this glue pick is going to shut it down.
Well, RRQ with a slam, pass. Dealing a bit of damage, again zoning RRQ away as he tries his best to just keep that minion at bay. Rebellion want to utilize this winning side. Ice needs to be careful though, and just like that, the poke comes in from Skylar. And that will be the minion forced to be cleared out in the turret.
Well, it seems like top side also A-okay for both teams. I thought something was about to happen there, but seems like spell check only inspired. But take a look at the turtle tip.
There you go, Raven Spider taunted up, stunned up Cars against the world. Albert picking up the Retribution against Vincent. That's the Earth Shatter connecting the Shadow Stampede, bringing Vincent back as RRQ jumps back in. But the Appraiser's Wrath from Albert.
Wow, that's lethal right there. It shows here the Kings of Kings there are merciless in their neutral objective take, but take a look at mid-side.
Uh-oh, enhanced side there from Sway Low. Not enough damage just yet. Very curious to see what Vin actually went for here early on in his itemization, because usually you would see the Julian deal so much even early.
I think Vin definitely goes for a more defensive build, and right now it's just a bit more difficult because, oh, actually Vin gets jumped on, but better airstrike counters it back.
But interesting play right there. The slam pass combo from RRQ will take him down. Clay now jumping in with wings by Wing. Skylar walking in, gunning, glue down. That's RRQ with a 2,000 gold lead, even here in the bottom lane, winning against the Melissa.
Not a good start here for Rebellion Zion, and RRQ, they're stepping in the pedal here. It seems like they are already invading here, trying to find that. Oh, take a look, Albert and Vincent, 2 levels apart.
RRQ, they're just trying to make sure that they have the advantage and they can dictate where the fight takes place right here. They have more burst damage, more crowd control, and Rebellion having RRQ on the glue means that he can be oppressive, but it does not mean that he can be dynamic unless he goes in like this.
Vin, that's a 3-man gank. A lot of
4-man.
No, only one with ultimates used actually with Sway Low as well. But these are the 2 Jujutsu Kaisen skins that you guys can get. Right now, wait, RRQ with split, gonna be slain there in the bottom lane. High, forced to run away. The Appraiser's Wrath! Max range by Albert! He's got that national team buff as he walks under the turret, buying time for Skylar to pick up the kill. A good dive from RRQ.
Wow, Clay in this area here, in this roster, fits perfectly, right? M4 vibes indeed. And take a look at Rebellion Zion. They are begging for mercy at this point. 3,000 difference.
Goldie different than Vin. Actually puts Vincent in though. The turtle is very, very low, but Vincent will not around to contest that. A clean turtle take from RRQ, and they're using all the burst damage very, very efficiently right here. This is what their composition is designed to do, and so far, this Irrital pick might not do so well later on, but now, there's a lot of gold in the pockets of Skylar as Heist gets denied yet again.
Again, a very, very one-sided early game here, I must say. 4,000 gold lead, almost 4,000 gold lead in the first 5 minutes. Rebellion Zion, they need to find with something fast. 3 levels behind here, Vincent and Albert. Oh, that's not a good start indeed. Oh, Mirko! Rebellion alone here.
Sorry, man, I'm biased towards the Jujutsu skins, man. I can't get around it, man. It's so good.
looked so good indeed. But now you can see RRQ, it's just so methodical. They have a lead, they go for the mid lane, try and dominate the skirmishes, and once they do have a solid lead, they take the action towards the gold lane, where technically they do have a stronger lane, but they're also setting up Skylar for the late game, and the Hyde gets pulled back, but unfortunately there won't be enough follow-up.
Good going right there as Hyze is able to get out of the range right now. RRQ diving into the back line right now. Skylar is able to actually pop that sprint to get out. Claim mounted by RRQ, but will be able to disengage. RRQ now caught. That's immobilization from the chains.
Seems like another reset there. Vin, I mean, he wants to initiate towards Hyze there, perhaps beating that go away, but take a look at this engage.
RRQ caught all alone against the Faramis here. You're gonna get bursted down here. It's way low, and Hyze running away from Albert. He does have the Appraiser's Wrath, will choose to hold on to it for now. Comes back in, dashing in, Vin with the call, Alter, that's a 4-man dive! Swaylo with a 3-man enhanced chain! Albert taken low, but will still be able to survive. Now that's a decimate, but Vincent will be kited away. Skylar with the dive, the punish, and man, RRQ.
Goodness me, the calculation by this guy, Skylar. Arashi, what do you see?
They just calculate the dive, the tower damage so well. They juggle it between 4 members, and they just know what to do. We talked about having a roamer, a Faramis as your roamer, maybe puts you in a bit of a disadvantage because you're not quick on the engage, but they're using Albert to fill in that gap. The Fredrin is always the one going in, and Vin, for once, is playing more reactive. So Rebellion Zion can still adjust for that, but even later on, Lemon can still be a big engage tool that they can use. For now, though, the gold lane is just completely one-sided for the side of RRQ. They're gonna absolutely try and use that to gain even more, perhaps transferring that lead over to the mid lane afterwards. As we take a look at the players' gold by UBS Gold, Skylar and Albert all the way up there with Lemon as well.
I mean, 4 members of RRQ is in the top 5, right? So that shows depth. Only Vin, the roamer, is caught in the mix of the Rebellion side. So, players' goal here, again, it just shows that 3 lanes are dominantly taken over by the Kings of Kings.
Keep in mind, though, we saw that the gold for Clay is actually very low, so he's just focusing on roaming around and exerting his influence. But Hyze has taken her out yet again.
That was almost a solo kill by Lemon. The man is a menace on the Edith. Vincent trying his best to actually secure his jungle camp. Will be targeted down. The taunt connects. The Earth Shatter as well. Say goodbye to Vincent. Cars, Bravest Fighter on the 4 members. I don't think that's the right play. He jumps in with the stun, but Albert has the Appraiser's Wrath. RRQ with an 8,000 gold lead, outclassing Rebellion Zion in every single department.
Wow, this is, I feel like the another fight.
RRQ split, snipe down. Oh, he jumps back in, we can bin back, but it's going to be canceled out, and RRQ is all alone. Taken out, Albert is godlike.
Oh my god, RRQ, as I was saying, right? Dominantly, this is the most one-sided game of this week.
It's an 8.8k gold lead at 8 minutes and 40 seconds, man. This is insane. And the pace, we said that Rebellion might try and make it messy, but RRQ, they're the ones that are succeeding at doing so. As Swaylo tries to make something happen, it won't be enough though.
Whoa, almost indeed. And if we're talking about, RRQ just one-sided at this point. Might as well, let's see here, the First Lord. It seems like Rebellion Zion will have 0 answer to somehow contest this First Lord.
Full control for the side of RRQ, and look at Lemon, just waiting for an opportunity to try and initiate something. The vision gameplay is so good for RRQ.
It really is, man. And again, it's going to be Albert who secures it for free. There's not much that Rebellion can really do. If they want to win this game, they really have to slow it down really slow. They got to go real slow. And even then, late game, I think RRQ has a proper draft for the late game. So it's not even the best answer, right? But it's the best answer that Rebellion can go for right now, because if they keep going for fights, it might honestly be an 11-minute game right now. That's the engage onto Vin. Doesn't pop the call Ultra in time. The Decimate is going to be able to find that kill. Lemon is looking for a play.
My goodness.
Walking in with the Earth Shatter. Vincent gets out with the anti-CC. RRQ still standing there. Look at Hyze.
Look at
no
Lemon.
damage. Lemon is just taking it. Standing there, unbothered.
That is basically a brute force tower take from RRQ. That was the first one. They're going for the second one in the mid lane as well. So completely exerting their dominance. And you have to look at the contrast here. Clay, we talked about him being more calculated, but Sway Low, the man who usually tries to carry, he is just stuck in such a difficult situation.
Oh, Suelo pulled back.
Oh no!
Oh, this Whitman trying to escape. Nope. Skylar says no, monster kill for him. And yeah, my goodness, it's just textbook. All fundamentals here, checklist. All four from RRQ. Can they penetrate all three base turrets? Let's see.
Oh, the feather edge right now. Cars, the bravest spider to the back. Not really going to risk it by jumping in. Lemon with the Earth Shatter, not connecting. The stun though by Cars right now. He jumps in. The damage, that's going to be a lot of damage placed on. Vincent with the Decimate, not going to be able to find the kill. As that's a perfectly timed called Alter by Finn. Skylar with the Godlike, now walking Luigi down with the damage, but it's not going to be enough to take anyone down just yet. 11,000 gold lead though, RRQ, discipline as ever, rotating down below. Enhanced Scythe popped in by Sway Low to clear out that wave, but here comes another. RRQ still sieging the base down. Albert walking in front, taunting Wee, Narco up, that is the wipe. Instantly deleted. That's a roamer gone in a split second.
Wow, take a look at Clay and Vin, right? Take a look at their stats.
Look at Albert.
1-0-13 Albert unbothered.
Oh.
As you said, another engage.
Oh, the Stampede brings in two. Vincent can't find a Decimate. He finally does. And Clay will fall. But at what cost? Now we're with nature by Skylar. That's a beautiful chain. But it even more beautiful right there. It praises Wrath. Now we Janarko, not much you can do, knocked up, slapped around, and RRQ will have the say in game number one. 12 minutes is all it took.
Game one, the Kings of Kings, they're unfazed, they're unbothered here as the Rebellions have nothing to say. It's just a one-sided game.
It's a 13,000 gold difference in a 12-minute game, dude. RRQ just
Not
had no
even
mercy
celebrating.
at all in this game. They completely shut down every single play available to a Rebellion, and instead, they just completely dominate. We talked about Albert being flashy on the Assassins. On the Fredrin, he had 8 kills.
That's crazy.
And fun fact right here, there are 4 deaths, 5 kills on the side of Rebellion. 4 of them was on Vin the Roamer. One last one was on Clay. Everyone else had 0 deaths.
That was a stomp. If I've ever seen a stomp, that is the stomp.
Biggest stomp this season.
Man, Rebellion Zion again. Last season were able to take RRQ down in both leg 1 and 2. RRQ this time, they're saying R7, he's retired, but Lemon has finally clocked with the team.
That's insane, right? I mean,